So we can do the H-35s, which I think are the older ones, right? Yes! So you can turn old H-35s into modern tank destroyers. New technology. What do I want? No, I want that one. Concentrated industry. And you know what? I'm going to keep these two training because I do still want to get army experience. It's going to cost me some of my infantry equipment, but I think the cost will be worth it. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. Did we ever finish the new fighters? We did. So I'm also going to want to build a couple of those. By a couple, I mean a lot. Formation flying done. Dive bombing. And suddenly my oil's just like gone. New location, Ile-de-France. You get deployed. New army, training, set to Paris. And then any of these units which are finished can then go into that unit automatically and start training. Perfect. Is radar ready? No. I don't think we even finished radio. Okay, we're starting to really mass produce the light tank destroyers now, which is good. Although we're going to need to modify one of these templates to deal with light tanks. I think it's going to have to be this one. So we're effectively switching these out for light tank destroyers. And then having to train those. Quite a lot weaker in basically every single way, though. Less organization, less hit points, less soft attack, less breakthrough, less fuel capacity. But we don't need to use tanks that way, and we can actually start producing a couple of those divisions. I should have done that as a duplicate, you're right. Well, I don't really intend to roll with any regular light tanks. Like, their job is tank hunting. Military factories. No, we're going to do the Algerian one so we can get the civilian factories as well. Guangxi joins Chinese United Front. Chinese United Front forms. Good stuff. Are we still training in the aircraft? Yes. Please don't. And then ships. Hindenburg disaster. long's passed? If I can go back to the 9th of May, will I have made the template yet? Because I'd quite like to save that template if I can. If not, no matter. No. Did it too long ago. No matter. We're going to be lacking a lot of things like artillery now, I think. Although we're up to 15 factories already. Considering I started World War II last time with 20, this is already quite significantly stronger. You know what I'm not producing yet? AT. Duh! Well, that can come next. Because we should start really slamming out the military factories at this point. You know what, I think we're going to do all the military factories anywhere where we have 100%. Once we start building them in Rhone as well, then I'm going to try and keep ahead with the rest. And there we go, output reduction's just gone. We need to buy some more fuel, or I need to stop so many things training. Let's split you. I don't think I want to split you up yet. Well, we can just stop you training for a bit, replenish our fuel supplies, and then send you out training again. Imagine all this prep now and some random chance Brit says no when you ask to join the Allies. That would suck. Amelia Earhart disappears. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, the first woman to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic, has disappeared along with her navigator Fred Noonan. Leadership purges in the USSR and Japan has declared war on China. Earlier today, China and Shaanxi issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted. No, that's Shaanxi. Research slot? No. Question. Difficult. It's July. We still have about 6 months before I need to start really working on the defenses. So we can probably get both of these done. Is this the soundtrack from the base game? No. So in the latest patch they added the new radio, which is this. And part of that, they added all the songs from the original Hearts of Iron. The first three. Hearts of Iron 1, 2, and 3. Zibai Sun Ma joined the Chinese United Front. Okay. How are we doing for motorized? We do not have a lot of motorized. We have a lot of tanks, but no motorized. Okay. Gonna need some of that as well. Oh, it's because I didn't delete the motorized. Right. Do I want to? I think I want to. Right, now I'm going to have motorized. Yeah, there we go. Start you drilling again. And that's all of those done. No fighters required. It's 39. We do want the upgraded AT. We also want the upgraded artillery. Yunnan joins Chinese United Front. How is that looking? So far, so good. Hopefully the extra pip has given China a bit more of a chance of actually holding out and surviving. Oh man, you guys are so close to being ready. When does the American Civil War usually start? 38? 39? Must be 38 because Germany sent them volunteers. Spanish Civil War is going to be over fairly soon. Oops, sorry.
Gardez vos rangs.
Colonial industry is done. Right, I could have got the research slot. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's do the... No, I want the factories more than I want research right now. Weird thing to say. And last time I paid off some stability to get war support. I don't think I want to do that this time. Or was it war support for stability? Oh, it might have been that one. Like another 5 months. And then I can drop a bunch of stuff and it's going to be great. So we're going to get the factories, we're going to go defensive focus, fortification focus, all of these, research, Alpine Fort, and then defensive stratagems whenever it becomes available. Around the time of the US elections, when are those? Yeah, November 1940. I'm fairly sure it's before 1940. I was going to do something and I've totally forgotten what it was. Typical. No, it's gone. We are actually short on tungsten. So I'm going to reduce you by 1. We're going to have to import tungsten because I'm going to need that for my artillery as well. That's fine. Why not get the research earlier? Because I feel like I can just do the research when I'm at war already. Like, I'm doing all the critical ones. And then there's always 1 or 2 which I'm a little unsure about. I'm like, it's nice to have, but it's not mission critical. We do need to get radio. We do want to update the artillery. Oh crap, that's a 39 technology. Completely misread that. Damn. Yeah, I'm hurrying things too much and making stupid mistakes. finish off radar. Portugal has a lot of tungsten. Yes, I can absolutely buy it. That's not the problem. The fact is, I don't want to buy it because I don't want to use up my civilian factories. I'd much rather have them building me more factories and stuff. End of the Spanish Civil War. The surrender of the Republican strongholds. The Spanish Civil War seems to have come to an end. The nationalists stand victorious, and a new era has begun for Spain. Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. Speaking to the Italian populations along the Dalmatian coast, Benito Mussolini has announced that Italy fully considers the Italian-speaking territory in Yugoslavia to be a rightful part of Italy. Don't need nearly as many of those anymore. Seeing as I've realised where on earth my motorised are actually coming from. And then you two can go in there. Let me guess, you guys need training. You do. Okay. You done? Like so. Get you back to training. And we have enough to turn you into another tank destroyer. I'm wondering if I want one of each. One tank destroyer and one tank. Because this way we have... Oh, it's probably not enough piercing. Because isn't the light tank armor like 60? Yep, light tank destroyers can't actually hit them. We need more in the units. Which is doable. But this really is making me think, well, maybe we do want to keep a light tank in here. Do that. Let's also build this unit up to a more useful combat width too. I mean, actually, the other thing I could do, it's just occurred to me, is motorized AT. Though that doesn't actually add as much piercing as I'd kind of hoped. And we'll just use them as my breakthrough unit as well. Not as efficient as just having tanks, but that gives them a dual role at that point. Okay, so we now have extra factories, which is really nice. Build me more fighters. And let's make sure that we have spat out as many fighters as are possible. And get them trained too. Let me see, are you fully trained? Yeah, you are. There's radio. Let's get radar so we can stick a radar station or two up there. Yugoslavia requests sale of aeroplanes. I will sell you some of my bombers. Oh, wait. And this is diverting production. I can't just sell them straight away. Well, I'm not actually producing tactical bombers, so... yeah, have some tactical bombers. And it's now January 38. Which is the point when we need to start building the defences. Oops, that's not where I need it. Where's the Italian NSE? I thought it was. Not quite there yet. I want to get the construction modifier first, which will be fortification focus, though I may need to get defensive stratagems before then. We shall see. And I think I'm also going to start training a couple of these units. 10? Yeah, it's only infantry equipment that we're short on now. Shouldn't you go for civs and not mill? Considering the war breaks out in a year, no. Ordinarily, yes, absolutely, but because we're on such a big ticking time bomb against the Germans invading, no. Right. Fortification focus? I think I'm just going to sit here without a focus for a while, which feels absolutely horrible. But I think I do need to do it. Japan's abandoned the naval treaty, and so it begins. Okay, so how many destroyers are you telling me that you need to maintain this fleet? That's not actually true. I want to create recon fleets because I don't have any yet. And then recon fleets. You know what? I could use the heavy cruisers in the recon fleets. Hadn't really considered that before, but screw it. Let's try. And then that's going to be 4. Well, we only need 2, technically. One heavy cruiser with 6 screens. That seems reasonable to me. We're going to get 3 of those. Okay, and then this fleet now needs... what? I think I'm going to do 1 more recon fleet. It's not going to be as strong, it's going to be missing a light cruiser, but frankly, I'm okay with that. So we have a little bit of cover, so we've got 9 capital ships, so we need 36 destroyers. I've done it! Perfectly balanced. This is the carrier fleet right here. This is the strike fleet. Oops. So you are the strike fleet. You are a training fleet, which I'm going to move here just momentarily before spitting you out again. And we'll keep you as orange, because that's my training colour. And you guys are my submarines, which are going to be submarine colours. I'm going to leave the English Channel pretty much up to the Brits. And then these are all my recons. And then I will deal with the Mediterranean. So you guys definitely move down to there. That needs to be a no repair. You guys will need to get down to here as well. Frankly, so do the submarines. Actually, let's have a couple of submarines here. Then the rest of you subs can be based out of Malta. Alexandria. This is the same game as earlier, Fascist USA trying to hold mainland France. It's the same concept, but it's a restart. 3 days, and then I should be able to get defensive stratagems. There we go. Let's do it. That's going to get rid of disjointed government, which is going to be really nice. My war support's at 23%. Hang on, doesn't this reduce war support? It does. If I get rid of that, then I'm going to have enough war support and I can tick up to the next military thing. The next government economic policy. Yes! That's going to be good. You are trained. You are trained. You are trained. You are still in training. Now, do I want to add more divisioned infantry? Yes. Keep spitting them out. We need a lot more guns, we need a lot more artillery. Most importantly, though, we're going to need a lot more AT. Because I don't even have those in my divisions yet. And that's going to be the next update. How's the construction going? Still don't have fortification focus, so working on the military factories for the moment is fine. And that's my ridiculously ahead of time AT, which I totally didn't need. 1938. Computing machine, obviously. Duh. Come on. So like Neo from the Matrix, you need guns. Lots of guns. Exactly.